We've decoded the intel
from the latest ban list.
and it confirms the worst. Somehow
Smuggler's Copter.
returned.
So Smuggler's Copter's unbanned, and I've got plenty to say about that. But before I get into any of that, I just want to say, with a rather smug disposition, to be honest, that I told y'all Fury was going to get banned. Anyone, my LGS or anywhere else, who told me Fury wasn't going to get banned, I just want to remember this moment, savor it, watch this video, play it back, and feel, because I told you so. I love being the guy who said I told you so right now, because I told you it was going to get banned. Should have never been printed. Glad it was banned.
Call me Mr. Smugworth. Smug funny. A smug's life. The desolation of smug.
So Smuggler's Copter was super banned. Was banned basically when Pioneer started. I think it got banned in December. That December after Pioneer got started as a format. And it's been banned ever since. And all of a sudden, it's unbanned now. And I'm really excited about it. I still have my Smuggler's Copter somewhere in some binder, and I get to try them out again. I get to try them in a whole new meta with all new cards. I think this is going to be super duper cool, and anyone who remembers Smuggler Copter as Pioneer began knows why it got banned. Looking at the ban list at about the time Smuggler's Copter got banned, I mean, Pioneer just gets started in October, right? So let's go through the timeline. Pioneer gets started in October, Fetch Land's banned. Obviously, super powerful. That's the whole conceit of the format. We don't want Fetch Land to want a new cutoff point, so Pioneer gets graded, no Fetch Lands. Then in November, first week, Feldar Guardian, Leyline of Abundance, and Oath of Nissa get banned. Everyone knows those to be super duper powerful, ridiculously powerful. Some of those are going off the ban list now, but like, whatever. Week 2, Veil of Summer gets banned. Okay, yeah, obviously super powerful. I have never really thought Veil of Summer needed to get banned, but yeah, really powerful, makes sense. Then we get into December. Pioneer's first week, Field of the Dead gets banned. It was already banned in Standard when Pioneer got started, but it gets banned in Pioneer, then Once Upon a Time gets banned, and then Smuggler's Copter gets banned. Mind you, the following week, Oko Thief of Crowns and Nexus of Fate are banned. Oko Thief of Crowns, mind you, who was able to turn a Black Lotus into a 3/3 elf.
Did not see that Deathrite Shaman on the stack.
Wow.
Patch
Joe
it in.
Brennan, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Brennan.
Less important to get banned than Smuggler's Copter was. Smuggler's Copter is an immensely powerful card. It is, without a doubt, one of the best cards that Kaladesh has to offer. That whole block has to offer, to be honest. It just does so much, and it does so much, and it's going to do so much in Rakdos deck. Literally any artifact-based deck. It's especially going to do a lot in Greasefang. Man, I cannot believe this actually is happening right now. We're getting Smuggler's Copter back in the same format where Greasefang is a deck and is doing really well. Super excited about that one. But we got other cards to talk about as far as the ban list. Karn the Great Creator is finally banned after years of terrorizing us with his rippling abs.
Jesus, this guy is cut. He's got those things. What do you call them? The gutters.
Pretty gross.
That's what people call them.
Gross people.
An ability to get anything out of the sideboard that you could possibly need for any situation. I am super happy to see him go. I think Mono Green is finally going to be a fair deck. It's not going to be a fair deck, but Mono Green is going to be a more fair deck, and I think that's really healthy for the format. It has been either the #1 or #2 deck for a very long time now, so it's honestly about time. And the final two bans are two newcomers to the scene. Up the Beanstalk and Geological Appraiser are banned, and this is interesting. Now, I don't want to give a bunch of crap to play design. Like, I'm not a Pro Tour player, I'm not on Tabletop Jocks, I'm not on Shuffle Up and Play, Game Nights, I'm nobody. But holy crap, Geological Appraiser should have never been made. I don't want to give a lot of crap to the play design team. I understand it's not as easy as looking at a card and like, yes, this is going to be banned, this is ban worthy, this should be banned immediately. I think that's unfair. There's a lot of testing and a lot of different formats you have to consider, and it's pretty easy to overlook a one-card combo. That's fine. I don't have the same I don't have the same patience for Up the Beanstalk. You have a deck in a format, one of your premier formats called Scam, and the whole point of it is to scam out for free big 5-drop creatures. And the only reason that deck was sort of balanced is because you were 1-for-1ing your opponents most of the time. Fury notwithstanding, you're 1-for-1ing your opponents, so that's like okay, right? If you're gonna give up a card, to exile my creature. Now you have to give up another card if you want to bounce it back. It still wasn't really fair because that creature generally hit the battlefield, so it was still a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-2 or whatever. But now with Beans, you had the ability to also get card advantage from that, and that just felt so good. I said ironically, I don't want to blame play design for everything. I will target one specific member of play design. Thanks, Randy. You greasy son of a... Any hate toward play design, make sure you direct it at Randy Pitchford. It's his fault. It's always his fault. But yeah, Beans is gone. Geological Appraiser's gone. Brand new cards to the format, and they are just got the axe. And I'm really glad they're doing this. This really reminds me of when Pioneer got its start and they were still feeling things out. Like, I think in the first 3 months of Pioneer, they were banning cards pretty regularly to try to get the thing balanced to a sense. I remember Oko getting the ban pretty early. Once Upon a Time got its ban pretty early, and I'm kind of glad we're going back to that kind of mindset where if a card's an issue, let's not prolong, let's not belabor it, you know, let's just get rid of it as soon as we can. So I'm all for the bans that have happened recently, to be honest with you. The unbanning of Smuggler's Copter or Looter Scooter I think is going to be hilarious. I cannot wait to see what it does in Pioneer. I'm sure there's a bunch of brews for it. And in case you guys were looking for something to do with your brand new, newly acquired $10 a piece Smuggler Copters, I'm sorry, $11 a piece apparently, have I got a deck for you. This is a deck that was legal in Pioneer when Smuggler's Copter was banned, or before Smuggler's Copter was banned. It's mono blue, so it's going to be relatively cheap, except for the, you know, Smuggler's Copters you're now paying $11 a piece for. I'm not laughing, by the way, if you didn't already own these and are now have to buy them. I just think it's hilarious. This card was like 20 cents a day ago, and now it's 11 bucks a piece. It's just wild to me. You know, it's been printed in a commander deck, so you'd think it would be pretty readily available, but I digress. Mono Blue Temple by Fnatic is a deck that was legal in 2019 before Smuggler's Copter got banned. It's, like it's in the title, a tempo deck. You get to run stuff like Siren Storm Tamer, Merfolk Trickster, you get Quench, so you get bad mana leak. Of course, you get your Smuggler's Copter, Mutavault. It reminds me a lot of the mono white deck, but you get to play blue, so you get to counter things more. It's just tempo, put stuff out, punch in the face. Feels really strong. I might give this one another shot. It 8-0'd a Pioneer Challenge half a decade ago, so it can't be that bad, right? And I hope you guys are as excited as I am for the next Pioneer season. I know we still got a little ways to go. I think Standard's coming up next, but Pioneer's looking to be really spicy when it comes back into full swing, and I cannot wait to see what new decks come out. Pioneer, a lot of people were saying, for a long time, a lot of people were saying Pioneer's gotten stale, and I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I was still having fun because the decks that were there were varied enough that I still got some choices with what I was doing, you know, and they could all generally do okay as long as you weren't going against Rack Sack, Rack Mid, or Mono Green. You had a pretty good chance of taking your jank pile to your LGS and having a pretty good shot at going like 2-3 or 3-4. You could, right? I played 8 Flare for a long time in Pioneer, and the deck did fine. Like, I was going like 2-4 or 2-3 regularly, which isn't really that bad. So hopefully the banning of Karn lets people play more interesting decks because they're not going to have to worry about perfect answers to everything they're doing. And the unbanning of Looter Scooter really does a lot. I am a Pioneer / Commander focused channel, but I have been doing a lot of Modern recently, and Beans was the worst, to be honest. Every time I went up against Beans deck, I knew it was going to be the most uphill battle. In the last RCQ I did, one of the last few guys I played was a Beans player, and before he sat down, he's like, have you seen this deck before? Like, before he gave me information, I'm like, yeah, I've seen it once or twice. Like, oh, so, and I think he expected me to just scoop on the spot. I didn't. I actually ended up beating him, which was cool, but like, I don't know, it did cross my mind to just scoop on the spot. Beans is that oppressive of a deck. Like, it's not always about being good or bad. If the card advantage is just so great, sometimes there's just no way around it, and that's what Beans was. But I don't want to ramble on. I just wanted to get this video about the ban list. Super excited about this stuff, and I'll be doing a video soon about the spoilers we got from the Murders of Markov Manor. I'm pretty excited about that, and I do want to talk about a couple of the secret layers that had come out before the season's over. I know I'm super late on that, but I don't know. I've got a lot going on. It's final season, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm super busy. And also Call of Duty came out. Also Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, got it as a birthday gift. Been playing a lot of it. And I actually have a video Call of Duty and Magic related together that I hope to share with you very soon. But otherwise, I'm Courier 6 of the Kaladesh Express. Have a great day.